Good morning. The 14B District Court is now in session. My name is Elaine Washington, and I'm the judge that will be presiding over this section. I will call the case of the State of Michigan versus Robert Towns, case number 21S00253.
Good morning, Your Honor. Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Ms. Willenberg.
And DeMonte Noble requesting permission to appear under Michigan Court Rule 8.120 under the supervision of Assistant Public Defender Andrew Banis.
Good morning, Mr. Noble.
Good morning. How are you doing, Your Honor?
Good morning, Mr. Banis. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Mr. Towns. All right.
All right, Your Honor, we're here for a pretrial, and we received a plea offer from the prosecution where Mr. Towns would be able to plead to count 1 and count 2 would be dismissed. And after talking to Mr. Towns, he has decided to take the state up on that offer and accept the plea deal.
All right. Thank you.
That is a correct statement of the offer, Your Honor.
Thank you. 1 moment to write it up. All right, Mr. Towns, did you hear the offer that's been placed on the record with respect to this matter, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is that your understanding and your agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. So just so that we're clear, the offer is that if you plead to count 1, which is a misdemeanor of operating while intoxicated, which carries a maximum of 93 days and $100 to $500 in fines plus court costs, they would dismiss count 2, which is a driving while license suspended. There's also a misdemeanor with a 93-day and or $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. I'm going to go over some rights that you're going to be giving up here today. It appears that on June 15th of this year, you actually were advised on the record by the magistrate of your rights. I'm going to go over the most important ones. You have the right to have a trial by jury and to have the assistance of an attorney. You have the right to call witnesses to speak for you at trial, and you can get an order signed by this court to require that they come to court. You also have the right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You have the right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. If you chose to remain silent, the prosecutor could not comment on that. You also have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand all those rights, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand you're going to be giving up all those rights? With the exception of your attorney, you'll keep your attorney through the sentencing phase. Is that a yes, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. In addition to that, the decision that you make today cannot be appealed. It's not appealable unless the court grants you will. There's no automatic right to appeal this. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you're on probation or parole, this could be considered a violation of that. Are you on probation or parole at this time?
No, I just got off.
Okay. Are there any immigration consequences that we need to be concerned about?
No, I'm American. I should be good. I shouldn't have no immigration problems.
Thank you. So to the charge of operating while intoxicated, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
All right. Has anyone promised you anything that has not been placed on this record in order for you to plead?
No, ma'am.
All right. Anyone threaten you in any way, shape, or form?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you. We're going to turn to the date of offense now. On April the 19th of 2021, were you in the vicinity of Michigan Ave and Furwood in Ypsilanti Township, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you driving at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Had you been drinking prior to driving, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
How much did you have to drink, sir?
I'm not even gonna lie. I do not know.
That much?
Yeah, I had a friend get killed the day before, so I just this is my first time DUI, so I just like super drunk. So I told the cop like they got it on tape. I like take me to jail. I'm drunk. It's cool. I know.
Wow, okay.
I was real cool with him. Like I ain't give him no hard time. Just come on. I already know what it is.
All right. So do you know, did you blow into a breathalyzer or did you have a blood alcohol test?
I blew in there. I did the little walk step. I obviously I told him like I'm drunk. If I blow, I do.
You don't even know what it was, huh?
I told him, come on, get it over with.
Okay, counselors, what was the blood alcohol? Was it a BAC or?
Oh, it was perfect.
We have a data master of 0.7, and for the first test and the second test is 0.18.
0.17 and 0.18. Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you. 0.17 and 0.18. Thank you. I find that there's a factual basis for the plea and that it has been knowingly and willingly made. Ms. Willenbring,
The people are satisfied.
Mr. Noble,
The defense is satisfied.
thank you. Sentencing 5 weeks out.
It'd be August 24th.
Okay. Sentencing is going to be August 24th, 2021, and that's going to be at 10 a.m., sir. So, sir, you're going to need to get an assessment. You need to call the probation department in order to get that done. Do you have a pen to write down the phone number?
I got the phone right now.
Okay. 734-48.
I'm on this. 734
483
483.
7336.
Who?
7336.
And the probation office.
Yes, and then they will schedule that appointment for you. You need to send in paperwork to them, and then you need to have an interview afterwards. They're gonna send you over to the assessment. So what you need to do is make sure you have that interview done at least 5 business days, not regular days, business days.
I just had to call them, right?
Yep, you're gonna call them. They're gonna send you paperwork. And you need to send that work back to them, and that's all through snail mail. So you got some things you got to take care of.
Okay, I got one question. So how long are you on probation this time?
That depends on what happens and what the recommendation is. That's why you're coming back for
Oh,
something.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you need to get that assessment done. If the assessment's not done, then you got to come back to me and explain why you didn't do it. And it's a condition of your bond. So it'd be a bond violation. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you need to make sure you get that done at least 5 business days, the interview done, at least 5 business days before your sentencing, or we won't be able to sentence you because we can't get the report done in time.
I'm gonna call her. I'll call them right now.
Okay, I appreciate that. So I'll see you back here on August 24th, 2021.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. And count 2 is dismissed. Have a good day.
Oh, I can hang up now. I don't want to violate for hanging up.
Yep, you can hang up. State of Michigan versus Barbara Barrier, case number 21S3904738S2.
Laura Willenberg
Yeah.
on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Ms.
Good morning.
Barrier. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing today?
I'm okay as well. So you're before this court today on 2 things, Ms. Barrier. One is so that you can have a pretrial, the other is so that you can have an arraignment. So I'm going to arraign you on this ticket, okay?
I don't know what that means.
I tell you what the charges are, and I set a bond.
So I can't just pay the ticket.
This is a misdemeanor, ma'am. That's why I'm gonna arraign you, okay?
Okay,
I'm reading a letter here that you sent to us. All right, that was for a payment plan. All right. So ma'am, you are charged with no operator's license on person.
yes,
And that is a misdemeanor, which is a criminal offense. And the no operator's license on person carries a maximum of 90 days in jail and or $100 fines plus court costs. The allegation is that on June 1st of 2021, in the vicinity of Rossingville Road and Textile Road, you were stopped driving and you did not have an operator's license on your person at that time. Is that
Yes,
correct,
ma'am.
ma'am?
yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. And you have the right to either, you can, at this time, you can enter a not guilty plea and have this matter set for a trial. And I will appoint the PD's office. I don't intend to give you any jail time for this unless you have a really bad record. But I do want to make sure you understand what your rights are. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes,
All right. Do you want to speak to an attorney about this?
I'm guilty, so I don't know why I would need an attorney.
Well, Ms. Willenbring, are there any offers in this matter?
Well, given I don't know the status of Miss Barrier's license, if I had that information, that might give me some more.
All right, she has a, her license is still expired. So it looks like she just needs to pay to get her license back effective. She has had all of her matters reinstated. Everything's reinstated. She just needs to go to the Secretary of State to get her license.
I have a permit. I got that, then the pandemic hit, and I'm afraid to go anywhere to take the driving test because of everybody.
Because everybody what, ma'am?
Everybody getting sick.
I see. So you're afraid to go out because of the pandemic?
Yep. I don't go anywhere I don't have to go.
All right, so Ms. Willenbring, that's what her status says. She just needs to go there to get it done, and you heard her explanation for why she hasn't done that.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I don't know if it'd be best if she might want to speak to a public defender just briefly, because if I did receive a copy of that permit and gave Ms. Barrier possibly some additional time to make that payment, I would be willing to dismiss the case given that information.
All right, so what you want is a copy of the permit, and you want her to get the license, and then you would dismiss this matter?
That's correct.
Yeah, okay. So Ms. Barrier, I don't know if you want to speak to anyone from the public defender's office, because if you were to provide a copy of your permit to the prosecutor in this case, as well as be willing to go into the Secretary of State to get your license, then they would actually dismiss this case, so you wouldn't have a misdemeanor on your record. This is a criminal offense, ma'am.
Okay, I haven't had the road test. They wanted me to go for that, and that's what I'm afraid to go for because of people getting sick. I can give you a copy of my permit. I just need to know how to do that.
Well, she needs both. I'm gonna give you a breakout room so you can speak with Attorney Bannis. I can't give you legal advice, but I will let you speak to the PD's office so that you can make an informed choice today.
Okay,
Okay? All right, we're gonna put you in a breakout session with Mr. Banis and Mr. Noble. And who else is here? Someone named Alex. All right, we'll put you in there with the public defender's office, okay?
okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
All right, you're gonna need to hit a blue button that says join. You hit that
Yeah.
button, you go in the room. When you come back, just hit the button at the bottom that says return to main room. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
He was a Banis anyway.
Yeah.
All right, the other matter that is, we have someone here first, Mr. Williams, but first of all, he's not connected, and secondly, he's a Mr. Banis case, so court will have a brief recess. Mr. Manley? Your case is not until 2 p.m. this afternoon, sir. You have a bench trial at 2 p.m.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Recalling the case of Barbara Berrier, 21S904738.
Or
Yes.
on behalf of the people.
Andrew Banis on behalf of Ms. Barrier. Your Honor, Ms. Barrier would like to ask for a several-week adjournment if possible so that she can attempt to get her license and then have the case dismissed if she's able to do that.
All right, thank you. Just for the arraignment, I'll enter a not guilty plea for now and set bond at personal recognizance. And I'll reschedule pretrial for August 10th, 2021. And that'll be at 9 a.m. And I will write PD appointed. All right, Ms. Barrier, hopefully we can get this worked out and you can.
I hope so. Thank you so much for all your help.
You're very welcome, Ms. Barrier. Take care, okay?
Okay, thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
State of Michigan versus Antonio Bragg, case number 21S00141.
Or Willenbring on behalf of the people.
Andrew Banis with and on behalf of Mr. Bragg.
Good
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Antonio Bragg.
Good morning, Mr. Bragg. How are you today, sir?
I'm fine.
All right, we're here for a pretrial today.
Yes, Your Honor, there's an offer in this case to, if Mr. Bragg pleads to receiving and concealing stolen property less than $200, that would be an added count 2. Count 1 will be dismissed. I discussed this with Mr. Bragg. We discussed his options, all his options going forward. He wishes to accept that offer. And actually, I'm requesting a no contest plea based on lack of recollection. And I have a police report teed up after I hear. Mr. Bragg, is that what you wanted to do today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is that a correct statement of the offer, Ms. Willenbring?
Yes, Your Honor. It is.
Thank you. So, Mr. Bragg, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Sir, it's my understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to an added count 2 of receiving and concealing stolen property under 200. That is a misdemeanor offense, which carries a maximum of 93 days. Ms. Willenbring?
Yeah, I believe it's 93 days.
Right, I found it. It's it is a 93-day $500 fine plus court costs, sir. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, those are some rights that you're going to be giving up today. Please stop me if you have any questions or if there's anything that you don't understand. It appears that you were before the magistrate back on April the 28th, and at that time he went over these rights with you. I'm just going to go over the most important ones today, okay, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you have a right to have a trial by jury and to have the assistance of an attorney. You have the right to call witnesses to speak for you at that trial. You can get an order signed by this court to require that the witnesses come to court. You also have the right to see, hear, and question all witnesses that are called against you at trial. And you have a right to be a witness for yourself, or you could remain silent if you chose to. If you chose to remain silent, the prosecutor cannot comment on that. In addition to that, you have the right to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand all those rights, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand you're going to be giving up all those rights by entering into this plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
There is no automatic right to appeal this, sir. So in all likelihood, the plea that you entered today is the plea that you're going to be stuck with. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
In addition to that, if you're on probation or parole, this could be considered a violation of that. Are you on probation or parole at this time?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And are there any immigration consequences that we need to be concerned about?
You say immigration?
Yes, sir.
No, no, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, we're going to turn to the date of offense. This allegation is that on January the 4th of 2021, you were in the vicinity of Willow at or near Dorset Road in Ypsilanti Township. Is that correct?
Your Honor, I'm sorry.
This is a no contest. Yes. It
Sorry
just
about
came through and I just saw it and then I was reminded. So to the charge of receiving and concealing under 200, how do you plead today?
No content.
No contest. And do you understand what no contest means, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So it means you're not going to say you did it. It's not going to, you're not going to say you didn't do it, but the court is going to treat you just like you did do it. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. All right. I have just received the police report in this matter. Give me one moment while I review it. All right, I am reviewing incident report number 012-00000097-21, which indicates that on January 4th of 2021, the officer was on I-94 highway and at eastbound at Michigan Ave and has observed a vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed, passing vehicles and weaving throughout traffic. They pulled that vehicle over and it turned out to be an individual driving named Mario Maupin, and Mr. Braggs was a passenger in that vehicle. That in the back of the vehicle was about 50 plus hats having security tags all over them, and that at that time, Mr. Braggs and Mr. Maupin admitted to taking the hats from the lit store in Briarwood Mall. They spoke with the Briarwood Mall police, and it was determined that that the individual, the Briarwood Mall manager at the store, and it was determined that while the manager got distracted, two customers had stolen those very hats. And it does show that Mr. Braggs was in possession of the house in a vehicle at the time. So I find that there's a factual basis for the receiving and concealing in Ypsilanti Township. Ms. Willenbring,
The people are satisfied.
Mr. Banis,
Defense is satisfied. Thank you.
thank you. Count one will be dismissed. Sentencing will be August 10th, 2021 at 10 a.m. Your bond will continue, sir. It is conditioned upon you making and keeping an appointment with the probation department. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. You said I have to do what with the probation? I'm sorry.
You have to make and keep an appointment with the probation department for them to interview and make a recommendation to this court. Make a recommendation
Oh,
to this court, okay?
yes, ma'am.
All right, you need to have the interview done at least 5 business days before you're scheduled for sentencing. So please call and make that appointment and keep that appointment that you're gonna get, okay?
Okay, who do I have to contact?
You have a pen, sir?
1 second, I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
No worries. 734-483-7336.
And that's the probation department?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, sir. All right. So call them, make that appointment, and keep that appointment, sir. And then I'll see you back here on August 10th, 2021. That is a condition of your bond that you make and keep that appointment and return here. Okay?
Okay, you said at 10 o'clock on the 10th?
Yes, at 10 o'clock, sir.
Okay, thank you. You have a good day, Your Honor.
Thank you. You too. All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye. State of Michigan versus Nicole Murdoch, case number 18S00574.
Laura Willenbring on behalf of the people.
Andrew Banis with and on behalf of Ms. Murdoch.
All right, today's the day and time scheduled for a pretrial in this matter. It was adjourned out 60 days.
Yes, Your Honor. So I reviewed the file. This was not my case before, but I did review the file, spoke with Ms. Murdoch yesterday. It appears from the notes in the file that back in end of December of last year, she had several suspensions. She was trying to get her license back. And it sounds like she had a pretrial more recently. She continues to try to get her license back. I don't have a copy of her current driver's license, but she's asking for time to continue to work on that. She said she still owes Wayne County $1,200, among other things.
Yes, her license is extensive. Let's see here.
Oh, Your Honor, I became aware that there's actually an offer in this case.
Okay. You need time to talk to her about the offer?
I think, yeah, I should probably in a very brief breakout room rather than in the public.
Okay, thank you. Might as well put them in there. He's connected. Mr. Williams, we're waiting for Mr. Bannis to get back from a breakout room. I'm glad you finally got connected. We were trying to get you connected for the past 15 minutes or so, or however long you've been in this space.
Oh, I just joined in.
You were there, but you
I
had
had-
been on your mute. You hadn't connected.
I had logged in earlier, so I make sure that I was able to get in there right, and then I just went back up.
All right, sir. We'll get your call as soon as Mr. Bannis returns, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. You can remute yourself. All right, we're back on the record in the state of Michigan versus Nicole Murdoch matter.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Murdoch. How are you, ma'am?
I'm blessed, madam. How are you?
I'm good.
So, Your Honor, Ms. Murdoch wishes to accept the prosecutor's offer. The original count 2 had already been dismissed. That's the information I have. So we're looking at the DWLS charge. Ms. Murdoch is going to plead guilty to no operator's license on person 257.311. And then count 1 would be dismissed, which I think would resolve the case after sentencing.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, I'm writing it up. All right, ma'am, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, it is my understanding you're going to be pleading guilty to an added count 3 of no operator's license on person.
Yes, ma'am.
Count 1 will be dismissed upon a successful plea to that particular charge. Is that what you wish to do today, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, please.
All right, thank you. I'm going to go over some rights you're going to be giving up today. Please stop me if you have any questions about any of them. You have the right to have a trial. So just for the record, you were before the magistrate back on December the 1st of 2020. And at that time, you were read these rights by the magistrate. So you have the right to a trial by a jury and to have the assistance of an attorney. In addition to that, you have the right to have all the witnesses that you want called to. I'm sorry, let me start that over. You have the right to call
Your
witnesses.
Honor.
I'm sorry.
Okay, take your time.
All right, you have the right to call witnesses to speak for you at trial, and you can get an order signed by this court to require that they come to court. You have the right to see, hear, and question all witnesses that are called against you at trial. In addition, you have the right to be a witness for yourself, or you could choose to remain silent. If you chose to remain silent, then the prosecutor could not comment on that. In addition to that, you have the right to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Despite my mumbling and bumbling, do you understand those rights? And
Yes, ma'am, I do.
all right, and you understand you'll be giving up all those rights by entering into this plea?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. In addition to that, there's no automatic right to appeal this. So in all likelihood, your decision today is a decision that will be with you for the rest of your time. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
In addition to that, if you are on probation or parole, this could be considered a violation. Are you on probation or parole at this time?
No, ma'am. I was just dealing with the incident out of Washtenaw County as well, with Judge Simpson from an incident from 20 years ago, unfortunately, and they took me off of probation, and that's what I'm paying on the fines to get my license back to them as well.
I see. Okay. And are there any immigration consequences that we need to be concerned about?
No, ma'am. I'm just a mixed young lady from America. I look Hispanic, black, white. I know, but no, ma'am. I'm from here, madam.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's talk about the date of offense. So I'm gonna go over to that on May 10th of 2018. So this is from some time ago. The allegation is that on that particular date, you were in the vicinity of South Hewitt Road and East Ellsworth Road in Ypsilanti Township.
Yes, ma'am. I was currently employed at Jack Products, who I spent 8 years with, and I was getting off work, afternoon shift, and my son resided on daycare off of Hewitt.
Okay.
So I was on my way to pick him off work when I was in my friend's car and got pulled over. Yes, ma'am.
And at that time, you were driving and didn't have a operator's license on your person?
Yes, ma'am.
Great, thank you.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. I find that there's a valid basis for the plea and that it's been willingly and knowingly made. Ms. Willenbring?
People are satisfied.
Defense is satisfied. Thank you.
All right, are we requesting immediate sentencing or where are we with this?
Yes, we are, Your Honor. Given the nature of the charge, it asks that you sentence Ms. Murdoch to fines and costs only.
All right, thank you. Ms. Murdoch, you anything you want to say before I sentence you, ma'am?
I just asked you to please forgive me. All these cases that I have that are haunting me are really old. I was just trying to make a living, getting back and forth to work for my baby, man. Not to excuse the fact that I didn't have a license. I do admit that, but I wasn't doing anything criminal. I was just trying to go to work and pick them up.
I understand. So fines and costs in this case for a total of $250. I understand you had a couple of things going, so are you able
Well,
to?
I can actually pay that because it's so small. I can pay that probably tomorrow, Your Honor.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you until July 23rd to pay that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're sure you can do that, then what's gonna happen is, if you don't do it, I should say, on July 23rd, it would increase by 20%. So you need to be sure you can do that. So I don't wanna.
Get it paid tomorrow, Your Honor.
July 23rd, 2021. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with you in your
Yes,
life.
thank you.
Thank you. State of Michigan versus Kevin Williams, case number 19S00572SM.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Andrew Banniswithen on behalf of Mr. Williams.
Thank you. Hello again, Mr. Williams.
Hello again.
All right, we're here for a review today.
Yes, Your Honor, I did receive the report from probation. I wasn't able to connect with Mr. Williams by phone, but I see the recommendation says, well, first of all, it says he was told he could do better choices in lieu of ADA, but I don't think there's confirmation that he's engaged in that yet. So I guess my question for him is if he could explain what, if he is participating in Better Choices program, or what's the status of that?
All right, so there's that question. I have two questions, just so we're all on the same page. One is he has an outstanding balance of $1,298, and he hasn't made a payment since January of 2021. And then the second one is, it also tells us about the fact that you're in physical therapy right now for your hip, sir, and that there's a chip in it. So the other piece of that is that you haven't engaged in the Better Choices, we don't think. So let's start with the Better Choices, which is what your attorney has a question about, and work our way back.
Well, like I told you last review, and I called I forget his name, the guy that run it, the better, or actually we spoke via text. Yeah, I called and he texted me back, and it explained the person to know exactly what program I was being recommended for, and I couldn't tell him either. And then he did text me back and said that he has orientation for all his programs once a month, and it was after that that orientation date when we had spoke through Texas, and then I had my accident, and I haven't heard back from him, or actually I haven't even tried to contact him back since the accident.
So you were in front of me on May 18th, and at that time you had already fell and broke your hip. I have a note in here that it happened. So it's been over 2 months.
Right. Yeah. Well, I just been dealing with this physical therapy two to three times a week, and really trying to get my strength back in the leg. And so I guess I neglected contacting him back. I forget his name. I can't even remember his name.
Is that the Michael Brown program?
It is. Yep, that is his name, Mr. Brown. Yep.
So in April, you were back here, and I switched you over to the Better Choices program because I wanted to give you an opportunity to have less money to have to pay out. And then I brought you back in May to see if you were in the program. You were not in the program then. And now I'm bringing you back here again 2 months later, and you're still not in the program. So I want to be very clear that I'm going to give you one more time to come back here, and you need to be in that program. If you're not in that program, then you're going to be looking at some jail time. Do you understand that, sir?
Okay. Well, now the question that he and I both had, exactly which one of his programs was I supposed to be in? Because he said he had 2 or 3 different programs, and he wasn't sure. And when I got the email from Ms. Johnson, it didn't state clearly exactly which one of the programs that Mr. Brown has that you wanted me to enroll in.
Ms. Johnson, are you aware of there being more than one? Is she still here? Okay. Okay. It's my understanding that Better Choices is an alternative to aggressions program. That's what you need to be in. Program that I don't know about more than one. And the other bottom line to that is, if she emailed you, then you have the ability to email her back and ask her that question. not wait until you come back to court. Okay? So if you need to know which program it is, then you need to reach out to her to make that happen.
Okay, well, I'll call her today to get the exact program, and then I will contact Mr. Brown back again.
All right. And what's going on with you making payments on your fines and costs?
Well, I've been financially struggling, to be honest. I've been financially struggling, and I've been getting by with a lot of help from family members.
Okay.
And I just honestly didn't want to ask a family member to pay a court cost, a fine for me. But I am in talks with a friend of mine that has a mobile detailing business, and to try to pick up some extra money working with him.
Okay.
So
All right, I'm bringing you back.
believe me,
The recommendation is
No,
for 60 days, but I want you back here in 30 days. I want you in this program, sir. This is my last time having a conversation about it. Okay?
okay.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you are having financial difficulties, and that's the reason why you can't get in that program, you need to talk to Ms. Johnson about that, and she can try to put you in a different program. Okay? But you need
Okay.
to be in a program when you get back here. Okay?
Okay.
August
Okay.
10th, 2021 at 9 a.m.
Okay.
I understand the finances. That I can appreciate. Not being in any program with no explanation, I can't. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. I'll see you back here on August 10th, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
You too. State of Michigan versus Rhonda Collazo, case number 20 FB 1531 FY.
Or William on behalf of the people.
Andrew Banis with it on behalf of Ms. Collazo.
Ms. Collazo, are you present?
Hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Here.
okay. Alrighty, got it.
Hello, Ms. Collazo.
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm requesting a bench conference regarding Ms. Collazo. Her situation, I did speak with her yesterday.
All right, thank you. We'll go into a brief bench conference. We'll be back in just a moment for all the people who are in the courtroom. Yes. back on the record in the matter of Ms. Rhonda Palazzo, 20 FD 1531. I've had a breakout session with probation. It is my understanding that Ms. Palazzo will likely tender a plea to violation of probation. Ms. Palazzo?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I just want to make sure you can hear me. I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak with your attorney here briefly, but I want you to understand what's going on and put it in context for you.
Okay.
It's my understanding that if you are admitting guilt to the violation, which is that you have not had any contact with probation since I reinstated the probation here on February 11th, no contact until today, that you will be given an opportunity to provide some proof and documentation. We'll bring you back for sentencing on this on July 27th. I'll let your attorney explain in more detail what we're talking about, and then we'll bring you back in here to put the plea on the record. Okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'll give you a breakout session. Please hit the blue button.
Okay. Dad? Oh, I can't hear nobody.
Ms. Palazzo?
Yes, ma'am.
On your screen, do you see a blue button that says join?
I do not. I see you and me.
All right. We'll try this again. 1 second.
Okay.
We have to close out the other room and bring everyone back to try to resend you the button.
We go. Ms. Collazo, are you seeing a blue button saying?
It says join.
Yeah, please press that and then we can talk privately. Thanks.
All right, thank you. For the information of the other individuals in the courtroom, the order of the cases that I intend to call is to finish the Collazo matter. Then I will start the Baldwin matter, then the LeClaire matter, and then the Flowers, just so everyone knows which order we're going in. Yes. All right, we've allowed in some telephone numbers. So I'm please mute your device until your case is called. So the first piece is that I'm going to call out the last 4 digits of some phone numbers. Please tell us your first and last name so that we can know who's in the courtroom. Last 4 digits of the phone number are 3938. Could you please tell us your first and last name?
Kerry Fritz.
Thank you. Kerry Fritz, you don't have to be here today. Your presence was waived.
Okay. So what's going on then? Am I done with probation or?
Oh, no, you're right. You do need to be here. I'm sorry. You do need to be here. Let me see that. I don't think we need Mr. Bannis for that. All right. Mr. Fritz?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
All right. It is my understanding, Mr. Bannis is not on this case. You don't have an attorney, so I can handle your case. Let me call that. State of Michigan versus Kerry Fritz, 19 FB 1806 FY.
On behalf of the people.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Fritz. It is my understanding that you completed your Better Choices program.
Yes.
I'm very proud of you. Thank you for doing that. You've paid your fines and costs in full.
Yes, I have.
I'm very glad to hear that. Thank you so much. And you've maintained your, you have not had any additional cases whatsoever since you've been on probation. Is that correct?
No, I have not.
All right. Thank you for working so hard and doing everything you were supposed to do. How have the classes worked for you, Mr. Fritz?
They worked for me really good. It helped me get my life back on track. It's helped me tremendously.
I'm glad to hear that, and I'm glad that you put in the work so that you could get your life back on track. Because the classes are there for you, but you have to actually be willing to receive the information and to make the change. So I'm really glad that you did. It is my honor to be able to discharge you from probation early, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
You're very welcome, and good luck with everything, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Okay. The 2448.
No.
Okay. There's a phone number in the space with the last four digits of 2448. Could you please tell us your first and last name?
Mariah Gregory.
Mariah Gregory. Thank you.
Yes.
We'll rename you. Please mute your phone until your case is called.
Okay.
There is a individual in the virtual courtroom with the name of Zoom user. Zoom user. Could you please tell us your first and last name? Zoom user. I see that the phone just moved. Could you?
Okay, that's me. Yeah, that's Timothy Palmer. Sorry.
Palmer. Okay, thank you, sir. We will rename you. Please, you can remute yourself, and if you want, you can go back dark until your case is called.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, the court will recall the case of Rhonda Colazo. Case number 20FB 1531FY.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Andrew Banis with it on behalf of Ms. Colazo.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Banis.
Yes, Your Honor. So Ms. Colazo, I discussed with her the issues we discussed at the bench. I believe I listed out what she's going to be required to do. And she wishes to admit to being non-compliant with probation today. And I'd ask that you order what we discussed with the sentencing, future sentencing date.
Thank you. Ms. Colazo, we've been through this before, but as you know, this is a date and time scheduled for a violation of probation hearing. You have the right to have a hearing on this matter. If you admit to the violation or if you're found guilty of the violation, you can be sentenced to the original maximum penalty in this case. There are some factors that I'm willing to listen to in order to make that decision, but I'm not telling you what I'm going to sentence you to yet. I'm telling you that if you provide the proof of hospitalization and diagnosis, proof of your job, and test within the next 24 hours, I will consider all that at the time of sentencing on July 27th. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you wish to do today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please raise your right hand. You swear affirm to tell truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right. So back on February the 11th of this year, ma'am, I reinstated you on probation. It is my understanding that you have not complied with any of the terms of probation since that time. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you. I'm going to bring you back here for sentencing on July 27th, 2021 at 10 a.m. Just so that we're clear.
Thank you so much.
All right. You need to have proof of your hospitalization and diagnosis. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to have proof of your job. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
And you need to test within 24 hours. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then you're gonna contact. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I couldn't make out what you
I
said.
was just gonna have one question about where I was testing, where I was supposed to be testing at, because that's where I got confused at our last court date.
Community corrections.
Okay.
And you need to contact the probation department, Mr. Heaton. I know you have his number because you called him today.
Yes, I do.
All right. Those are the things you need to do, and I'll see you back here on July 27th. Okay?
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. State of Michigan versus Jessica Baldwin, case number 21S00250.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
And DeMonte requested permission to appear under Michigan Court Rule 8.120 under the supervision of Assistant Public Defender Andrew Banish.
Thank you, sir. Permission is granted.
Your Honor, we're here on a pre-trial, and after speaking with Ms. Baldwin, she will be requesting a jury trial.
Thank you. Final settlement conference will be October 28th, 2021. And
So there's no way to get this dismissed now. I mean, there's like no evidence. I never went in the house.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Noble and Your Honor. Ms. Baldwin, this is Andrew. We discussed yesterday is the answer, sorry, I don't want to have a private conversation with everyone here. The answer is no, we cannot get that dismissed today. And for the reasons we discussed, we're asking for a final settlement conference date. That'll be like a pretrial, but it'll be the final one to see if the case is going forward or not at that time.
Okay.
Thanks.
Jury selection will be on November 5th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Bond will continue until then.
So is this going to be in person or Zoom?
This is going to be in person, ma'am. That's not necessarily true.
Okay, what's that date?
October 28th. And I'll be in touch with you and I'll send you reminders.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. State of Michigan versus Robert Leclerc, 20S00246.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you, Mr. Leclerc?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Allergies have been tough this year, but
Oh, have they? I haven't had any.
Oh my gosh,
this
yeah.
year. Probably all the cottonwood trees. There's cottonwood everywhere. So you're back before the court today for review, and you were sentenced to 18 months of probation on August 31st. You had a relapse and a positive test in October, but now you've been doing well. Is that correct?
that is correct. Yes, I'm doing very well.
What's going on with the MAD? So these are the outstanding things. The MAD Victim Impact Panel hasn't been done yet. And you're supposed to be doing twice weekly 12-step meetings. And then you have, you've been making payments on your fines and costs though.
Yes, and yeah, and I mean I go to AA every day, so that's.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
What is
that's what works.
That makes sense. Then you are going every day, because you know that that's what works. You need to provide the proof of those meetings to Mr. Heaton. So what's been going on with that piece? Are you able to provide proof of those meetings?
Certainly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I carry a sheet.
All right, good. Then you can send that over to Mr. Heaton. Have you been in contact with him?
I have not.
Okay.
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't know.
All right. So that's what you need to do. Do you have a pen so you can write down the number so you can call him?
Certainly. I got it.
All right, 734-483-7336.
Six. Okay, got it.
And
Mr. Heaton?
yes, he's right here. He's on the line. Mr. Heaton, say
Okay.
hello, please.
Hello, Mr. Leclerc.
Oh,
So you need to reach out to him. And then what's the status of the MAD Victim Impact Panel, sir?
I'll go do it.
All right. All right, we need you to do that. And then last time on June 15th.
I thought I did do that.
Well, we need to have proof of it. If you've done, you may have, but if you have, they would probably would have sent you a certificate via email. So you might need
Okay.
to back
Okay.
in.
I'll look. Yeah. I thought I did that right away.
Okay. So look back and see if you have it. And if you did do it, then you can send that proof over to Mr. Heaton. In addition to that, last time we had a review for you. I didn't see you. What happened back on June 15th?
That just a mistake on my part.
All right. Let's not have that one happen again, okay?
I'm not. I plan on not letting that happen again.
All right. All right. Well, it sounds like everything's going pretty well for you. Provide those proofs to Mr. Heaton, and then we'll see you back here in 90 days, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. October 19th, 2021 at 9 a.m.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
State of Michigan versus Jamar Flowers, 21S00249.
Or will I bring on behalf of the people?
Andrew Banis with and on behalf of Jamar Flowers.
All right, today's the day and time scheduled for a pre-trial in this matter.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm asking for an adjournment. I've been in touch with Ms. Willingbring, and I've had detailed conversation with Mr. Flowers about the case. I'm fairly confident this will be resolved at the pretrial stage, but we were asking, I think Ms. Willingbring is investigating a restitution issue. And I've asked her to consider a plea offer, but again, once we get that restitution amount, I think we're going to be able to resolve this.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Flowers. How are you today?
Great, Your Honor.
Good. How long do you need, Mr. Banis?
Ms. Willingbring, that was the issue, right? We were talking about restitution.
Yeah, that's correct. So maybe a couple of weeks, Your Honor, to confirm the restitution issue.
All right. Well, we're going to give you a little more than that. We're going to give you our next available date, August 10th, 2021 at 9 a.m. for pretrial.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Flowers, you're all set. Have a good day.
You too, Your Honor.
Thank you. State of Michigan versus Deja Washington, 19S00818.
I'm here.
Laura Willenbring on behalf of the people.
Andrew Banis on behalf of, with and on behalf of Ms. Washington. Your Honor, this is, I wasn't able to connect with Ms. Washington to review the police report with her. Could I have a brief breakout room? I'm pretty sure I know how she's going to want to proceed.
Thank you. Yes, I will give you a brief breakout room. Court will recall the case of the state of Michigan versus Deja Washington, case number 19S00818.
Laura Willenbring on behalf of the people.
Andrew Banniswithen on behalf of Ms. Washington. Your Honor, Ms. Washington is requesting a jury trial and a final settlement conference date.
Thank you. All right, thank you. October 28th, 2021 for final settlement conference. And November 5th, 2021 at 9 a.m. for jury selection. I don't know if I said at 11 a.m. for the final settlement conference. Bond continue. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Right, we're all set. I'll see you then in October, ma'am, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. State of Michigan versus Timothy Palmer, case number 20S00304.
Laura Willenbring on behalf of the people.
Okay.
Andrew Banniswithen on behalf of Mr. Palmer.
All right, 1 second, please.
I see you good, look at you.
All right, I apologize for that. We're back on the record in the Timothy Palmer matter.
Thank you, Your Honor. This case has been going on for a while, it appears from the notes in my file. Mr. Dagger Margosian was handling the case. We're not at any resolution today.
So I can tell you that it's a driving while license suspended. No, it's not. It's operating while intoxicated. I see. So you don't have a resolution on it. And was he supposed to be working on his license? Is that a part of why we were doing this?
I don't think so. I think there was some previous discussions about possible resolution of the actual charge between the other lawyers.
I see.
I think probably at this point I think what we're asking then is for a final settlement conference date and a jury trial, and we'll see if we can resolve it at that next court date.
All right, thank you. Final settlement conference will be October 28th, 2021. And that's going to be at 11 a.m. Jury selection will be on November the 5th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Bond is continued.
Thank you. Mr. Palmer, I'll reach out to you again, and also Ms. Willenbring, I'll be in touch with you, of course.
Okay, can I get those dates one more time, please?
It is
October. It was October
28th.
28th. In November.
And that's at 11 a.m., just so you're clear on the time.
Okay.
And then November 5th at 9 a.m., sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. gonna turn it out for him to be rented. State of Michigan versus Mariah Gregory, case number 21S00247.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Andrew Banniswithen on behalf of Ms. Gregory, who's present by phone.
Hello, Ms. Gregory. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Today's the end time scheduled for pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor. I do think we have some defenses in this case, but I'm pleased to say that there's an offer of the charge would be dismissed. It's really a contingent offer. The charge would be dismissed if Ms. Gregory pays the restitution in full, and I've advised her to do that. That would be to the BP gas station, and I've recommended she does want to accept that offer, and I've explained to her that that should be in the form of a cashier's check, and the amount is $593.03. The one issue is she has, I believe, as a bond condition, a no go-to provision. Ms. Willenbringer and I discussed that. If you subject to your decision, I'm asking for a one-time modification of that so she can deliver the check. And I've also asked her to get basically a receipt and the name of the person she gives the check to.
You may go to, what's the facility? I'm sorry. It is the BP gas station.
Yes, the address on the complaint is 1166 Ecorse Road.
Ms. Willenbringer, is that a correct statement of the offer in this case?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. Just want to emphasize that I would need some kind of, obviously, valid receipt, signed receipt, in order to confirm that that has been taken care of.
So, Mr. Bannis, it may behoove you to prepare some document for your client to take over so that she gets that signed when she drops off the check.
I'll do that. Did you hear that, Ms. Excuse me, Ms. Gregory? We talked about
Yes.
the receipt, but I'll actually write something up for you. And we discussed that you'll take a picture, get that signed, take a picture of it, take a picture of the cashier's check. So I'll follow up with you. It's probably going to have to be late tonight or tomorrow, but I will do that.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
So perhaps a 2-week adjournment, Your Honor, or whatever, or actually whatever the next date is.
Hold on. Oh, okay, 1 second. All right, so we'll put this over to our August 10th date. At 9 a.m. And of course, if those proofs are in, Ms. Willenbringer can always send over the noli pros prior to them.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
You're all set, Ms. Gregory. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks.
So I just say may go to. Just I don't care. For now, yes. State of Michigan versus Deshaun Morris, case number 21S00236.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Andrew Bannis on behalf of Deshaun Morris.
All right, counselors, I received in my office a letter from a doctor indicating that she is in the hospital at this time and to excuse her presence here today. The court is willing to do that. The issue is that the date, there's no determined date as to when she will be released. So we'll put it out to our next date and see what happens. August 10th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you.
There's someone named Chantel Stokes in the waiting room. Okay.
Ms. Stokes is not up with us today.
Well, we should make sure it's not someone else.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Well, she's never signed on to someone else.
Okay, well, we just need to make sure before I call these cases that they should be warrants.
Okay.
There is a device that is labeled Chantel Stokes. Please tell us your first and last name.
Yes, I'm Chantel Stokes. Sorry about that.
All right. Ms. Stokes, I don't believe you're on our docket for today.
I'm on for 11 a.m. I thought.
Hold on one second.
Oh. Okay.
We don't have any 11 a.m. cases, first of all.
Your Honor, I think she's supposed to be in front of Magistrate Nelson.
Okay, you're supposed to be in front of Magistrate Nelson today, not this particular courtroom.
Oh, shoot.
That's okay.
Do you happen to know their Zoom ID?
All right.
Oh.
Um,
Okay. Do you
You need the Zoom information.
or how do I get?
1 second, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
944.
Do you have a pen?
I am hunting one down. Do you have a pen handy?
Right on that gas.
Okay. Apparently there's one here. Oh, there is. Okay, what is that?
944
944
4803
4803.
3793.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. State of Michigan versus Joseph Curry, case number 20 FB 1763.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
This one.
And DeMonte Noble requesting permission under Michigan Court Rule 8.120
The one you just gave me.
to appear under the supervision of Assistant Public Defender Andrew Banish.
Today's day and time scheduled for a review in this matter.
He was able to talk to Mr. Curry. Not aware of his whereabouts right now, but he told us he was sick and he had to take some time off from work, and he just had a recently born child who is 13 years old. And he also said he should be able to make a payment last night. I'm not sure if the court received the payment, but he is willing to make a payment and get on the payment plan to pay off the remaining balance.
He made a payment last night.
Of $250.
Mm-mm. Oh wait, no, hold on. My payment on the box. There's another money transaction, 150. So yeah, paid in full.
All right, it appears that he has paid in full. Mr. Heaton, do you confirm that for us as well? We've looked up on.
Yes, Your Honor. There was a payment of 100 and another payment of 150 made processed this morning.
Right. Right, the matter will be closed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Michigan versus Jesse Hartman, case number 21S00175.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Andrew Banis on behalf of Mr. Hardman.
All right, this matter is.
Your Honor,
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I haven't been able to connect with Mr. Hardman over the past couple of days. We have been before you on another case that was dismissed and a DWLS case with Mr. Barnett that was pled down, I think, to no ops. This is a multi-car crash, according to the police report, and I don't think there's any dispute about that. At which point, Mr. Hardman suffered extreme injury to his leg, and he lost one of his legs. So he's told me several times in the past, because of the other cases, he's not driving. He'll never drive again. But he's not here today. I was going to ask for an adjournment because of the multiple car crash. If Ms. Willenbring if she could investigate a restitution amount, because I think we will probably be resolving this at the pretrial stage, but I'd just like Mr. Hardman to go into that eyes wide open of, are we looking at thousands of dollars,
Have you met Mr. Hardman?
Me?
Yes.
Not in person.
Okay. You talked to him about this case?
Connection with.
He was very
I'm
adamant
sorry.
on his last appearance that he was not driving and that he was the victim of this accident and he was hit by someone. So that's what he told us at the last hearing, and he was giving so here's the other piece. He was given PR with conditions to test 1 time per week, and he has no-showed the last 2 times that he was scheduled prior to being violated on his bond conditions. And then in addition to that, he tested positive for opiates and benzodiazepine on June 21st. So
there's an allegation of, oops.
Sorry about that.
It's a pleasant sound.
Purposely, just in case I forget, like I did right now.
Well, and I see in the police report, there's an allegation of fentanyl and THC use. So I guess what I should have said, to be more concise, is I haven't been able to connect with him, and I don't know where he is today.
All right. Miss Willenbring.
I do remember clearly the arraignment in this case. I am concerned that he is not showing up to test. I'm not sure if he has difficulty getting there, given that I do know that there was, I think, a 2-part accident in this case in which he was pretty severely injured. I will leave it in your discretion, Your Honor, how you would like to proceed, if you want to give him another chance or issue a bench warrant.
Well, this is an OUIL. I understand it's operating while intoxicated, but I understand that he is alleging that he cannot drive and won't be able to drive because he lost a leg. However, I know there are individuals who do have prosthetics and they do end up driving. So I am very concerned about this matter, given that he is not testing and failed to show up for the testing as he was ordered to do so, and he failed to show up for court today. So I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest. I will set a low bond in the hopes that he will present himself. So I will set a 2,500, 10% bond. Ypsilanti Township versus Lance Thompson, case number 19T00457.
Andrew Vanis on behalf of Lance Thompson. Your Honor, this is a township case.
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, We have tried to reach Mr. Thompson to review the probation report, which I received dated July 12th. We have not been able to connect to him, so I don't know why he's not here today.
All right, the defendant did call this morning. He indicates that he is still in the Wayne County Jail on other outstanding cases and is obviously unable to be present today. I don't know how long he's going to be in the Wayne County Jail, but it appears that we need to check to see if he needs to be read out to be present for court.
Actually, thank you, Your Honor, for reminding me about that, because that is also stated in the report that he's in the jail.
And apparently he's supposed to be getting a tether so that he could be released, but we don't know when that is going to happen. My concern, though, is that based on the report that we have here, he has a pending home invasion and domestic violence case with the 22nd District Court that occurred on June 27th. The allegation, I believe, is that it's with the same victim. He also has a pending OWI in the 34th District. And there's a concern about the risk in this particular case. He was discharged from the Accountable Choices program back in February of 2021, and there's a recommendation for 93 days in the Washington County Jail.
I can see from the Wayne County website that his next court dates are July 21st and July 27th in Wayne County.
Okay.
So I don't know if he's still going to be there or if he's going to be released on a tether or not.
I did just get off the phone with Wayne County Jail, and he's still there as of right now. They never received notification of his court date for today. That's why he's not online for the Zoom hearing.
Okay. In light of that, what is your recommendation for today, Ms. Johnson?
We can adjourn it for a week and send notification to Wayne County Jail for them to have him available by Zoom. Or we can put it off. It is a township. I mean, we can adjourn it until today's Tuesday. We can adjourn it for tomorrow and have it put on the docket for tomorrow.
Will they be able to bring him tomorrow if we were to do that?
Yeah, they just need a notice. They said they could have him this afternoon, but we can have it sent over for tomorrow for him to be seen.
Then let's just put it over to tomorrow. I think that's the best resolution. Adjourn to July 14th, 2021 at 10 a.m. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you gonna, do we send that or do, Ms. Johnson, who sends that? Do you send that over there or do we send it from?
So if we have a notice, then we can just send it to the Wayne County notifications. I can instant message Heather the email address with the Zoom link.
Thank you. That's what we need. Thank you so much. Yeah. State of Michigan versus Dominique Craig, 19S353359A and B.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
All right, this is on the docket today for a pretrial on a driving while license suspended. And it is, was scheduled at 9 a.m. It is 11:05 and the defendant is not present. The last bench warrant in this matter that I see was back in August of 2020. There was also one in June of 2019. Defendant was present at the last 4 hearings. Ms. Willenberg?
Your Honor, given that this individual has appeared at the last 4 hearings, I will leave it in your discretion how you would like to proceed.
I want to note that the defendant failed to appear, set it for a show cause and pretrial for August. Where we at on August 10th? August 10th, 2021 at 9 a.m. State of Michigan versus Gloria Sykes. Case number, 21S00246. And then Ypsilanti Township versus Gloria Sykes, 17W006000.
Barbara Linding on behalf of the people in the state case.
And DeMartino requesting permission to appear under Michigan Court Rule 8.120 under the supervision of Assistant Public Defender Andrew Bennis.
Permission is granted, Mr. Noble.
So we're here for pretrial and we was unable to get in contact with Ms. Sykes, but we also filed a motion to withdraw because Ms. Sykes is a co-defendant with Jenica Baldwin and there's a conflict there. So we'll have to withdraw from this representation.
All right, the court is in receipt of your request to withdraw from this matter. And I had originally signed this, but she is not present today. I think the client should be present to withdraw. In addition to that, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, I'll allow your withdrawal in this matter. And I'm gonna set it for a show cause and a pretrial because this is the first non-appearance it appears. So.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The court is appointing Ms. Nicole James. Pre-trial is adjourned to August 10th, 2021 at 9 a.m. and a show cause. Fine is continued. All right. These matters that I'm going to call next are matters in which the defendants are compliant and I had waived their presence here today. I can give you the next court dates while we do this, okay? Please let me know. Can be the last one. Ypsilanti Township versus Brandon Rucker, 20T00391. Scheduled for review today. Defendant is compliant. Presence waived. Scheduled for October 19th, 2021 at 9 a.m. State of Michigan versus James Liggins, 19S00151.
Andrew Banis on behalf of Mr. Liggins.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Defendant is compliant. His presence was waived. The next review is scheduled for October 19th, 2021 at 9 a.m. State of Michigan versus Roosevelt Duncan, 20 FB 1682.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Defendant's presence is waived. He is compliant. Next review, September 21st, 2021 at 9 a.m. State of Michigan versus Robert Wiper, case number 20S00192.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Defendant's presence is waived. Defendant is compliant. Next review is October 19th, 2021 at 9 a.m. We're going off live.